Okay, this is CPLR 1003 overview card. Non-joinder of a party who should be joined under section 1001 is a ground for dismissal without prejudice unless the court allows the action to proceed without party under provisions of that section. Now, if you go back to that section 1001, there's the part about the person not being under jurisdiction, and unless the person were to show up appear in person or consent to jurisdiction, in that particular case, the non-joinder, the court may choose to go forward. But that's the exception that's referenced here. And if you don't understand that, you can go back to the video on 1001 where I break that down. But generally speaking, non-joinder of a party who should be joined under section 1001 is a ground for dismissal. So non-joinder, dismissal. Now we're going to go to misjoinder, which is the reverse. Misjoinder of parties is not a ground for dismissal. Remember, misjoinder is when the wrong party is brought aboard, but it's not a ground for dismissal of an action, okay? Parties may be added at any stage by leave of court. By the permission of court, parties may be added at any stage. Or, so there's three ways that this can happen. Right, so parties may be added at any stage by leave of court or by stipulation of all parties who have appeared, or once without leave of court within 20 days after service of the original summons. But wait, there's more. Or at any time before the period for responding to the summons expires, or within 20 days after service of a pleading responding to it. So the time frame here is 20 days, right? So again, it's without leave of court. Okay, hold on. Parties may be added at any stage. This is about parties being added. So we have, 4 different ways that they can, be added within a certain time frame. Parties may be added at any stage by leave of court. So the permission of the court, they can be added at any stage, or without the permission of the, with permission of the court or by stipulation of all parties who have appeared, right? Then, or once without leave of court. So the next things are without leave of court. So without leave of court within 20 days after the service of the original summons, or where is it? 20 days after service of the original summons expires. I just want to make sure I'm at the right place. No, I'm sorry, that's somewhere else. I try to fit everything in on these cards. So 20 days, within 20 days after service of original summons, or any time before the period for responding to that summons expires. So 20 days after service of the summons, and then 20 days before the period for responding to that summons expires. And remember, this is without permission of the court, or within 20 days after service of the pleading responding to the summons. Okay? Whew, that's a lot of stuff there. Okay, so parties may be dropped by action. Okay, so parties may be dropped by court on motion of any party or on its own initiative at any stage of the action and upon such terms as may be just. The court may order any claim against a party severed and proceeded with separately. Okay, so parties may be dropped by the court on motion of any party or on its own initiative at any stage of the action, and upon such terms as may be just. And the court may order any claim against a party severed and proceeded with separately. And that is CPLR 1003, which is nonjoinder and misjoinder of parties.